observed before, during, and after an earthquake. Before an earthquake, make sure you have a fire extinguisher, first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio, a flashlight, and some stock foods at home. Learn how to first aid. Make a plan of evacuation and join drills in your school, offices, and barangays. During an earthquake, stay calm, learn to duck and cover, hold. If you're indoors, stand against a wall near the center of the building. Stand in a doorway or crawl under heavy furniture, a desk or a table, and stay away from windows and outside doors. Upon leaving the building, don't use elevators. If you're outdoors, stay in the open area, away from buildings and electricity posts. If you're in a car, stop the car and stay inside the car until the earthquake stops. Now, after an earthquake, check yourself and others for injuries. Provide first aid to someone who needs it. Turn on the radio to be updated of the news. Stay out of damaged buildings. Stay away from bodies of water. Tsunamis and seas sometimes hit after the ground has stopped shaking. Expect aftershocks.
Now, we'll be talking about volcanic eruption. What is volcanic eruption? It occurs when hot materials are thrown out of the volcano. Lava, rocks, dust, ash, and gas compounds are some of different types of eruption are observed. One is magmatic eruption. Most common observed which involve the decompression of gas within magma that propels it forward. Number 2 is phreatomagmatic eruption, driven by the compression of gas within magma and the direct opposite of the process powering magmatic activity. And number 3 is phreatic eruption, driven by the superheating of steam via contact with magma. This eruptive type often exhibit no magmatic release, instead causing the granulation of existing rock.
Volcanic eruptions. Buoyancy of the magma. The lighter magma rises toward the surface by virtue of its buoyancy. If the density of the magma between the zone of its generation and the surface is less than that of the surrounding and overlying rocks, the magma reaches the surface and erupts. Pressure from the exhaled gases in the magma. Magmas of so-called andesitic and rhyolitic composition also contain dissolved volatiles such as water, sulfur dioxide, and carbon dioxide.
Studied that the effects of volcanic eruption are not always negative. It has also benefits which helps some biotic elements. Dangerous effects: earthquakes, flash floods, mudslides, rock falls, lava flows, travels very far and good. Bury or damage anything in the paths. Large of amount, dust and ash causing hardness in breathing because of the strong smell it emits. Change weather around the world. Ash clouds sometimes float very high in the air for years. So sunlight can get to the earth, causing snow and frost in the summer in a lot of countries. Good effects. Volcanic ash contains mineral that helps plants grow. If that ash is very soft, it will quickly get mixed into the soil, creation of natural glass, sulfur, copper, and nickel.
Now tackle about landslides. Landslides, also known as landslips, slumps, or slope failure, a form of mass wasting that includes a wide range of ground movements, such as rockfalls, depth failure of slopes, and shallow debris flows. It can occur in underwater, called a submarine landslide, coastal and onshore environment. So what are its natural causes? Groundwater, pressure acting to destabilize the slope, loss of absence of vertical vegetative structure, soil nutrients, and soil structure, a fire in forest lasting for 3 or 4 days. Erosion to the toe of a slope by rivers or ocean waves. Weakening of a slope through saturation by snow melt, glaciers melting of heavy rains. Earthquake adding loads to very stable slope. Earthquake caused liquefaction, destabilization slopes, volcanic eruptions.
What must be done before, during, and after a landslide? Before a landslide occurs, do not build near steep slopes, close to mountain edges, near drainage ways, or natural erosion valleys. Get a ground assessment of your property. Contact local officials, authorities, under Geological code.